You think that you know pathetic? You don't know nothing. David Pakman just uploaded this video an hour ago. Bags thrown out of White House. This guy is so desperate for Trump-related content that this is a video that he uploaded to the internet, and the whole point of this video is speculating. Guys, what are in the bags? What floor is that? Like, what's being thrown out? Are these like the Epstein files, maybe? Are these like, are these documents? Like, people are speculating, like, it might be, a body, like Dexter Morgan, cutting people up, putting them in bags. Like, what's going on? Like, this is the most pathetic non-content I've ever seen. It's just this guy looking for anything to talk about as it relates to Trump. Anything. And when I show this video to you, you're not going to believe it. You may think, wow, I know that David Pakman is a loser and a piece of shit and a lying, grifting scumbag. But no, you're not prepared for this. You're just not. This is the type of content that these people on the left put out because they have nothing else. Tim Pool today did a video saying, I apologize to Sam Seder. Sam Seder is a regressive, far left agitator, activist, lying scumbag. And the reason he was apologizing is because Sam Seder's numbers plummeted. Because Sam Seder does a lot of anti-Tim Pool content, and Tim Pool was sick. And he was gone for a couple weeks, and the viewership for Sam Seder's show plummeted. Like, month over month, down about 5 million views. David Pakman is at the point where he's talking about what looks to be garbage bags being thrown out of a window. And that is the speculation. The retards in his comment section are like, oh, well, what does this mean? What is Trump throwing out there? These people are insane. They're obsessed. They're creepy. They're stalkerish. They're weird. It's one thing to hold the government accountable. But now, apparently, somebody throwing a bag out of the window is a controversy that needs to be dissected. So first it was Trump is dead. And then it was, well, Trump is alive, but, we don't really like that. That's terrible. And then Trump died again today. And Trump did a speech. He's alive. Like, we've seen him give a speech since the weekend. Trump is like, yeah, I had a great Memorial Day weekend. Nothing is wrong. I don't know what you're talking about. And Trump looked fine. He looked healthy. He looked fine. This whole thing is because people like David Pakman, they have Trump derangement syndrome, and they have no talent, and they have no ethics, and they have no decency. So they just simply make this shit up. They simply make this shit up to get clicks and views, and they don't have anything of substance to offer. This is just slop in the pig trough.
For a moment, what on earth is going on at the White House as bags have been thrown out of windows in a facility which has its own process for dealing with rubbish and trash and garbage? We have a video of multiple large bags. I don't think we need the audio from this. Multiple large bags. This is not like curbside trash. These are heavy, opaque bags. There they go. I'm going to back that up again. You'll see the bag being dumped out of the White House.
Yes, let us watch this in slow motion. Let us watch the bag. Let us opine. What does the bag mean? Is the bag Trump and he's dropping? Is he falling? Is Trump about to fall? Is the bag significant in some way? What does this tell us? Can we divine the future of Trump from this bag? These people are fucking retarded. This guy is so desperate for content that he is literally willing to do a deep dive examination on a bag. A bag that he's about to admit is probably from the bathroom. So somebody is in the bathroom. It's possible they tied up the garbage bag and threw it out the window to collect it on their way out. Is that not possible? No. You don't understand. Because we don't like Trump, it's a scandal. Oh, you're fucking retarded. Okay, got it.
Here it is again. What is happening here? Opaque bags. Now, before you ask, at the moment, the White House has not said anything about it. Online, people are going full.
The White House, guys, the White House has not released a press release on Baggate. Baggate. Man, the White House, how have you not responded to Baggate yet? Man, this administration is so fascist, they haven't even responded to Baggate. What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
Full CSI with the clip. They're looking at White House floor plans. There is speculation that this window might be a bathroom. Oh boy, Trump in bathrooms, that's trouble. A bathroom.
Well, I mean, I would trust Trump in a bathroom more than you. I mean, how many guys have you slept with in the bathroom, David? How many guys have you propositioned in the bathroom, David? But more importantly, what the fuck am I even watching? I'm watching a grown man sit in front of you and try to turn a bag being thrown out of a window into a scandal, as though the White House has any duty to comment on this. This is David Pakman. He's got 3.31 million subscribers. And this is the type of content that apparently is coming out on the left. I have rarely in my life seen anything quite as pathetic as this. Even Hassan Piker is more entertaining than this guy. I would rather watch paint dry than watch David Pakman. I don't understand how he literally has a video about a bag flying out of the White House and people are like, yeah, no, that's normal. That's what David does. He gets to the bottom of things. Of the bag? Really? Like, you could be talking about foreign policy. You could be talking about Trump's speech that he gave. You could be talking about any number of things. But you're talking about what's in the bag. What does the bag mean? What does it mean for Trump?
Bathroom or a dressing area near the Lincoln bedroom. And I'm going to come back to the Lincoln bedroom aspect of this in a moment. But of course, is this laundry? Is this Trump's medical waste? Now, it's getting so speculative. Why are people talking about medical waste being dumped out of the window, which I don't think makes any sense. I think they would have some other way to deal with that. Trump was recently, listen, we don't know when he was diagnosed. Supposedly recently, the White House finally came clean with a supposed new diagnosis of chronic venous insufficiency. This is a vein condition that would explain maybe Donald Trump's swollen ankles, and it can cause mobility issues. It can cause other symptoms.
Yeah, Trump is almost 80 years old. Like, makes sense that he would have some ailment. Like, he's 80. But for being 80, I think anyone being honest, like, he has more energy than, like, David Pakman. I mean, it's crazy how much energy Trump has.
Photos have shown Trump's legs swollen and his hands bruised and covered with makeup, the whole thing. The White House, of course, has said it's all benign, but the timing is sort of interesting, I guess. And so you've got online sleuths saying the bags were tossed from a room that was used for private medical consultations when presidents didn't want to go to Walter Reed. There's
Right. So Trump didn't want to go to Walter Reed. So he had a doctor flown in under the dark of night. And then the doctor saw Trump in that bathroom or bedroom. And then the doctor was like, well, I don't want to be seen walking with this. So I'm going to dispose of this out the window. That way, this medical bag, this medical waste, no one will see me with it, and then I can just pick it up on my way out. Brilliant! Oh my God, you super sleuths on the left, you've done it. You figured it out. You have revealed the magician's code, man. That must be it. This was some secret meaning. This Trump is sick. He's got stage 10 cancer, and he's been keeping it from us, and that bag proves it.
There's no confirmation Trump has used the space in that way. There's no confirmation Trump is seeking medical treatment of this kind in order to avoid going to Walter Reed. There's none of it.
So then why are you breathing life into it? Why are you talking about it? Why are you speculating on it? Why are you giving credence to these mentally ill freaks on the internet? These absolute scumbag degenerate retards. Is it maybe because you will report on literally anything if it's tangentially related to Trump because you know that it'll get views on your stupid, worthless little channel? Is that maybe it? Are you putting slop in the trough for the little hogs? The little hoggies? Are you putting the gruel in the slop trough? That's what it seems like. This is beyond a nothing burger. This isn't a story. This is something that somebody filmed. And what really is in the bag? Is that a body? Like did Trump kill someone and like Dexter Morgan and cut up their body? Like this is the biggest waste of time. Now the reason I'm showing it to you is to make a point. The point of my video actually makes sense. I am painfully highlighting the worthlessness of David Pakman, how his channel is worthless, his ideology is worthless. Everything that this guy does is calculated around, does this have to do with Trump? Can I make it negative in any way, shape, matter, or form? And the reality is that when Trump dies, whether it be in 2 years or 10 years or whatever, this guy is going to, in front of the camera, he's going to be like, well, one less fascist. Boy, aren't we glad that Trump is gone. But behind the scenes, this guy's going to be weeping. He is going to be weeping because no matter how hard they try, they're never going to be able to turn Vance into Trump. They're never going to be able to make Vance Trump. They just can't. They can't. Trump's advantages and his shortcomings are his own. Now, they're going to try to say that J.D. Vance is a white supremacist. And it's going to be kind of hard to do that considering his wife is Indian and his kids are mixed race. But they're not going to stop trying. They're going to try to call him a white supremacist. They're going to try to say that his wife may be Indian, but she's whitewashed, or she's not really Indian. Like, they're gonna try to do everything they can to turn Trump Vance into Trump Hitler 2.0. So you thought Trump was bad. Well, Vance is super Hitler, right? But this is the type of content that they're pumping up because Pakman is afraid. What he fears is irrelevance, losing sponsors, losing dollars. That's his obsession. That's his obsession.
Now, here's the other thing. There is a Lincoln bedroom remodel happening right now. Trump has ordered he said the bathroom was terribly remodeled. He wanted a different look. This is separate from that massive ballroom project that Trump is planning. And it's conceivable that they're doing bathroom work. And so there's debris and they're dumping the debris out of the window. If that's just renovation waste, it is a mundane and completely benign explanation. If they're not, then once again, medical waste, soiled clothing, some other mystery. The White House hasn't commented. They haven't said these are old curtains.
Why would they bother? David, why would they bother? Even you, listening to you talk, even you realize how beneath you and retarded this is. And beneath you, David, I know that you're not used to that because you're used to being on the bottom. But the fact is that this is pathetic even for you. Because it would be one thing if you came out here and you said, guys, I watched this video. We got to get serious. If, like, let me be David Pakman for a minute. Hi, guys. No, okay. Seriously. If I were David Pakman, I'd say, guys, I've seen the discourse around this video. I'm going to play the video for you. And, we play the video. I say, guys, I've seen a lot of speculation of what's in the bag. What's in the bag? What's being thrown out of the bag? And a lot of people are wasting time and energy. We have a lot more important issues to talk about. We have a lot more important things to cover. If we want to fight back against Trump, if we want to fight back against the GOP, if we want to win 2026, we have got to get serious as a political party. And we cannot get serious if we're opining and speculating on what is in this bag in this particular moment. We have to get serious. We have to get substantive. This type of discourse is not going to alienate one Trump voter from him. We have to get serious about the issues. We have to be talking about the economy. We have to be talking about how we can make our neighborhoods more safe. Like, you put it in whatever flowery language you want, but go through the list of your grievances, which are absolutely bullshit, manufactured, retarded, disingenuous. You don't care about any of them. Just make them up. And go on that track. Like, guys, it's time to be serious. These are little kid games where you're wondering what's in the bag and paying unnecessary attention to this. We need to get serious. That's what you should be doing. But instead, you're more interested in just putting up anything, any type of content, because you want those views, you want those numbers, you want those dollars. You want that money, David. The money is the most important thing. The shekels. You need the money. You want the money. But truth, integrity, honor, decency, being a serious political commentator, all of that is beyond you at this point. You're a clown. You cover topics like this. I'm not even going to watch the rest of the video. We made it about a little over halfway through. And the whole video is you speculating. Well, I don't know what's in the bag. What could be in the bag? Could they be renovating? Could they be renovating? Trump said he wanted to renovate. Could it be a medical bag? I don't think it's a medical bag, but it could be a medical bag. But it could be curtains. Or maybe Trump, threw out his socks. Or you're an unserious party of mentally ill people and homosexuals and degenerates and deviants and retards, and this is you. It's so pathetic, it's hard to even put into words.